Dork. Hello, YouTube. Hello, happy Tuesday. And happy, this is officially my last Tuesday training video for the year. So for 2019, this is it. If you were looking for like some magical showcase of a training, let me just say that's not happening. It's just gonna be a normal training today, but it is the last Tuesday training, the official last Tuesday training. Obviously I'm live here with my direct support group and my team here on Facebook too as well. So if you see me looking in both places and you're on YouTube and you're like, what the heck is she looking at? I'm looking at that camera. For my team though, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of extra training. As I was just telling them, I'm gonna be going over like an end of the year recap. And I will tell you guys this too on YouTube. It's always a good practice to get into. Being able to look back, whether it's a year, I was telling them about a month. If you can do this every month, that's great too. But to look back to see, where did I excel? Where did I fall short, right? Where can I improve upon? What can I lean into that went really well? Was it home parties? Was it events? Did I do amazing with that? Did I do really amazing in sponsoring? Did I do great in sales? Like, were there like 1 or 2 or 3 or more months where you were like killing it in your sales game, right? If so, you need to look back at those months and look at those and see, okay, why was I doing so well, right? Was your marketing doing well? Were you doing follow-ups? Were you getting referrals? Did you have a whole lot of home parties? Did you have a big event, right? What were the factors that kind of all piled up to give you that really great month? And then figure out, how can I duplicate that? Right? You want to duplicate the things that you were doing well and the things that you weren't doing so well. And how can you do better? What can you improve upon? Can you watch some more trainings? Can you look in the training center? Can you talk to your director, your sponsor? Those are things, right? Those are things. But today we are going to talk and we're going to focus on sponsoring and building a team, because these are like my 3 foundational legs. And I've been watching a lot of Chloe Cox lately, and she talks about her foundation. I wish I could remember what her foundations were. Crap. Crap, I don't know. But when I look at my business, I mean, I like to be inspired, right? So I look to others who are succeeding and who are doing well and excelling, and try and say, how can I do something like that? How does that look for me, right? I don't like to copy, but I do like to be inspired and put it into Jacqui, right? How can I Jackify it? That's going to be a new word. I'm totally going to use that as a new word. Jackify it. How can I Jackify it? Okay. Hello, Tuesday Training. Hello, live. This is not edited. Unscripted and unfiltered with Jacqui. So how can I Jackify that? So how can I really make that my own? So my 3 things, when I looked at training for December, I was like, okay, it's the end of the year. My team knows this. I put out a training agenda, and I tell them every single Tuesday, this is the topics we're going to talk about. And it may seem like I don't have a rhyme or reason to those things, but I honestly do. And my reasoning behind the topics for December, so if you're watching on YouTube, the last 2 live videos that I did, because I'm doing it the same format as we're doing right now. The first one was Get Active every month and why it's important. The second one was social media. I was like, what was it? Social media. And the third one today is sponsoring and building a team. For me, those are the 3 legs. Those are the 3 foundation posts that my business is built on. So that's really the keys. And when we talked about active, yes, it's important to be active every month, and it's a really great habit to get into, right? We talked all about that. You can go back and watch that other video. Okay, getting active and why it's important and why it means so much to your business. That is more of focusing on the selling aspect, right? Because remember, at every single month, regardless if you are an essential consultant, a lead consultant, a director, superstar director, whatever your title or your rank, every single month you start back out at 0. You have to get your sales for the month, okay? We are in a business, we are in a company that isn't just a numbers game. It's not just not And I'm going to go more into this, but it's just not, you know, oh, we've got 122 team members on our team, so we must be doing fantastic, right? Not if nobody's selling. Get it? Right? We still have to be working the business. We still have to be doing those things. So active in sales is one of those key foundations of my business. For me, it just so happens that social media plays a big role because that's how my business is built, and it works well. Again, it's something where I have found consistency. I have found strength. I have found that those are my great months. And so I lean into it. Carrie's here. Whoop, whoop. Carrie's here. Yes, she's here. So I really lean into, again, those strengths. You have to lean into your strengths. So if yours is something else, fill in the blank, right? And that third one, the third leg of my foundation to my business and where I found success is truly in sponsoring and building a team. And even outside of the world of Scentsy, I truly feel that I was born to be not necessarily a teacher. Maybe I was, I don't know, but more of a leadership or a coach kind of a person, right? A mentor or a coach. When I was in the corporate world, a lot of my corporate job was all about, a lot of the things that I did was trainings, was coachings, was mentor programs, right? And being able to put all of these things together. So it really is something that I love. I love to do it. It gives me passion. It fills up my personal cup. It makes me feel fulfilled. And that's very important, especially when it comes to your business, simply because you guys know the saying, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give more if you're not feeling so hot yourself, right? You have to be able to fill into your cup. So what fills your cup? For some of us, it may be reading devotionals or affirmations, maybe playing with the kids. It may be doing charity work. It may be a job. Maybe you have a job outside of the house that you're just very committed to and you love it, right? And you enjoy it, right? Maybe it's, you know, just being a mom. Maybe it's, I don't know, I can't think of any more examples at the moment, but you get what I'm saying, right? The things that bring you joy, the things that when you do them, you're like, I feel so good. I feel energized. I feel fulfilled. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world right now because I've done this. For me, a lot of that is coaching and mentoring and training. And so when I started really leaning into that in my Scentsy business years ago, that's when I really started building a team because I realized this is something I enjoy. So I'm going to really lean into this, right? I'm going to do this. And so that's where my YouTube journey really started, right? Because I wanted to be a resource for those people who were looking for that, who needed somebody to relate to say, oh my gosh, I'm in the same boat, right? I am working this business. I am grinding it out. I am setting a goal every month. I am sitting down with my planner every Sunday. I am figuring out where my next paycheck's going to come from, right? How is that paycheck getting to me? So I really kind of, I really hate to use the word teacher, but I really teach really what I do. And it's not necessarily teaching, but it's more of sharing. Well, maybe that's a better word for it. Because, you know, again, I don't look at myself as like the teacher role. But again, being a mentor, being a coach, right? Being able to help those people. And when you're building a team, guys, it is all about being able to coach and to mentor. It's not about micromanagement. So if you are a person who micromanages, and if you are somebody, then you know you are, okay? But so you're gonna have to reel that back in, because let me tell you, I have been and I have had many, many, many managers and supervisors and what have you, bosses over the years who have really been micromanagement people. And when you start micromanaging people, and micromanaging, in case you're not familiar, is, you know, telling you to do A, B, C, D. Don't come and ask me a question until you've done A, B, C, and D. And I want proof that you did A, B, C, and D. Crap. Right? And then you feel guilty. You're like, oh crap, man. Like, what? Did I ask the wrong question? Did I not do it right? It's like a big sister. Yes, exactly, Carrie. That's the mentality, right? You're not going to sit there and like bark orders at your team and be like, you need to be doing this and this and this and this. No, it's like, hey guys, look at how I'm working my business this week. How are you working your business this week? Carrie's fantastic about going live and sharing exactly what she's doing, right? And is she leading? Yes, she is, because she's leading from the front. She's leading by example. She's leading by showing, hey, I'm working this just like you guys are, right? So her direct team members, the people who've joined under her, they're looking at her and going, okay, she's having great success doing this. I need to figure out how I can duplicate that and make it their own, right? Not copy it, not copy it. You want to be able to take those ideas and make them your own. Again, I'm going to use my word that I came up with, jackify it, right? You're going to jackify it and you're going to make it your own. You're going to take that and you're going to figure out, how can I make this work for me, right? How does this fit into what I am like, right? My personality, my lifestyle, whatever. If it's the kids crawling all over you, if it's, you know, you also do a daycare in your home, right? Hey, it's nap time, guys. It's time for the nap time chat. That works, right? Again, people can relate to that. And that's truly what it all comes down to, because I don't like to use the word, and there's very few times that I will use this word. So I'm going to say it now. It's the word recruiting. I actually did a training at a world tour and Scentsy gave us like the outline, right? If you guys ever get the opportunity, which I'm sure some of you will, especially here on my team, I see some emerging leaders here. We're going to be having some people. Oh, I guess I'm going to lunch with my husband. He's like, get ready, we're going to go to lunch. Okay. I'm on a time limit now. Crap. What was I just saying? Oh, anyway, Scentsy, I'm sure that you guys will get to this point in your careers because you guys are dedicated people, right? You're working it. And Scentsy will reach out when it comes to world tours, when it comes to family reunions, right? They need speakers, they need this and that. I did a whole training and Scentsy gave us like an outline of what to talk about. And it was all about that dreaded word that I hate, recruiting. I don't know about you guys, and I talked about this at my world tour training when I presented, and I said, okay, this is what I'm supposed to tell you. Supposed to say, welcome to recruiting in your business or something, whatever the title was, right? I told them, or I asked them rather, when you guys hear the word recruiting, what's like the first thing that pops into your mind? Recruiting. For me, it was like, I think of like the military, like the recruiters that would come to like the high school and talk to the kids and be like, you need to join the army, which, hey, my dad was a Marine. Hello. Okay. So Semper Fi. I'm all for it. Right. But that's what I think of like recruiting, right? That's okay. We're going to talk about drawing people in. Vicky's here. Woo woo. We're going to talk about drawing people in. But that's what I feel like recruiting. Like and that's what I was alluding to earlier. We're going to get into this because Scentsy is not a numbers game. It's not, if you recruit, remember I hate that word. If you recruit 20 people, you'll be a director tomorrow. We all know that's not how that works, right? You could recruit 50 people tomorrow. You're not a director unless all 50 people are working and you're working too. This is a team. This is a team effort. And in Scentsy, yes, it is a team. Yes, you're working your own business, but in a sense, your business, you are at the top of your personal business, right? You are the CEO. You are the boss, right? Does that mean that you micromanage? No. Does that mean that you lead by example? Yes. And drawing people in is a great stairway into what really it boils down to, because people ask me this all the time, because I have just been really good. I excel at sponsoring new team members. I just do. I have I have over 50 frontline now, I believe it is. We've got my group is 122. Okay, there's 122 of us globally. We are in Canada, we are in the UK, we're in the US, we're in Guam, right? We're in Hawaii, we're in Alaska. We're all spread out. We are all spread out, okay? So Do I walk down the street recruiting these people? No, I do not. And do I put a bunch of flyers out there on social media? Join my team today. No, I don't. Not that there's anything wrong. Okay, if that's you, that's you, that's you. Okay, do you, boo, do you. That's just not me. That's not me. So if I were to start doing that, it would totally come off very inauthentic. They'd be like, what the heck just happened to Jacqui? Like, she has some auto posting app that she figured out how to use, and that's what she's using in her social media, because it would totally not sound like me, because that's not who I am. So when it comes to recruiting, I'm truly about showing just how I work this business. You need to work your business more. That, yeah. Yes, she was talking about working her business more as a business and not as a side hustle. Hello, high five. Yes, because, and you have to make that change in your mind. I've talked about that before in my own personal story. I had to make that change for me. I decided this is now a business. So I had to really think about it in a business mentality, right? This is my business. Here I am. This is my full-time business. Yeah, I have a side job that I go to, but this is my full-time business, right? I left the 9 to 5. I am a corporate dropout. I said, no, I am not going to go back to the corporate life. I don't want a cubicle anymore. Free me from the cubicle. And I did, and walked away. And it was hard. It was a very hard decision. I mean, it all sounds easy, right? Oh, I'm just going to quit my job. That sounds easy, but it's really flippin' scary, especially if you were the main person in the household, which I was, right? I was the one with the career. My husband had the job. I had the career, right? I had the college degree. I had everything there. I had the management, right? I was there. I was doing it. I was corporate America. That was so scary to walk away from, but I did it, luckily with the support of my husband. But it's because I changed that mindset to say this is now a business and not a hobby. But when we really start talking about, again, if you're the person who puts those flyers out, then that's fine if that's what works for you and that's how you're building your business. But honestly, and maybe Carrie can tell us here if she's still on here with us. Carrie, when you got team members, did you get team members because you were saying, would you like to join my team, right? Did you just put out posts like that? Or were you going live and sharing what you were doing and showing how easy it is to work this business if you stay at home, if you have kids, if you have another job, if you don't do home parties, if you, do Facebook parties or online parties, and that's how you work your business, right? You work your business around your life, and this is how easy it is, and you can succeed too, right? Yes? Yes? Because that's how it is for me. I simply share, this is what I do, and this is how I do it, so you can do something like this. Carrie says she's never asked. Exactly. I can tell you yes, and I would be a bad leader if I said I never offered anybody the opportunity. Yes, I will always offer somebody the opportunity, right? Not saying don't ever offer it. But Carrie's like, I know that's bad, right? Yeah, I'm not saying that I've never offered it. I have, right? I've probably mentioned it, and I usually will put it into my, Amy follow-ups and emails and stuff like that, right? Blah, blah, blah. But when I'm really like talking to people, even if it's talking to people in a live, on a YouTube, on a Instagram, whatever, right? It's because they just simply saw what I was doing and was like, well, I could probably do that too. And she looks like she's having fun and enjoying herself, right? She's laughing and joking, and her kids are there, and she's doing it in her living room, and oh my gosh. Right? Carrie's most of her flip back parties. Exactly. Because you're just showing people what you're doing. When going live, do you do games or do you do a live and have it be successful? Honestly, there's really no like set way to be successful in a live, to do a party. And Carrie's exactly right. You just have to say you can do this. Because you can't, most people can, right? I am not a salesperson. We get that all the time from people. Oh, I can't sell. Neither can I. I suck at being a salesperson, but I rock at showing the things that I really love and am passionate about, and that happens to just be Scentsy, right? Same thing in your lives. So try and take the scripting out of your Facebook lives if that's what you're doing, is like a party and you're talking in that form. I'm assuming that you are. And getting people to participate and things like that. Just honestly just go on and just talk about, hey, here's this warmer. This is why I like it. This is what I love to warm in it. This is how often I change my wax, right? This is how I work my business. I actually go on and I do coaching calls with my team, or I have a Facebook group and we talk about ways to work our business, and right? Share what you're doing. And yeah, not every live, not every party, not every home party, right? It doesn't have to be an online party either, right? It can be a home party. I can tell you, I've had a lot of home parties that have completely flopped. Nobody showed up. But did that stop me from doing another home party? No. Same thing with Facebook or online or YouTube party, whatever, however it is that you're doing it. Same thing applies. You don't stop just because one went bad. You're just like, okay, take a step back and go, okay, what went well, what didn't go well? And there for a while, I did have a script when I did my online parties. I stuck to the scripting, right? I was like, I got this, right? I typed it all up in Word. I had it all down. I knew what I was going to do, what I was going to post, what I was going to say, everything laid out, because I'm type A personality and I'm like, everything's got to be organized. Otherwise, it's going to suck. Was that the truth? No, because let me tell you, I have had more successful live parties with me just sitting in my living room showing off what I just opened out of the box. I know Carrie's had that too. That is honestly the most success that I have, is simply just showing and getting excited and sharing my passion with what I'm doing and what products I'm loving right now. That's where I get the sales. That's where I get the engagement, right? Because I'm not like shoving it down. I'm not like listening to a script going, you should join Scentsy today because if you could, like me, earn incentive trips. And you could also be eligible to earn registration to our free Scentsy family, or to our Scentsy family reunion that happens once a year, right? That's boring. Everybody is totally gonna flip. They're going to change the YouTube channel. They're going to scroll right by you on Facebook. They're going to click off of you on Instagram if you're doing a stories, right? They are not going to listen. But if you were like, OMG, y'all, you have got to smell this scent. It has changed my life, right? Okay, I'm being over dramatic, but you see what I mean, right? I mean, like I said, Carrie is completely successful when it comes to this. And this is why I love doing what we do, because you don't have to be that salesperson. You don't have to be the one who's like asking every single person, would you join my team? Would you join my team? Will you join my team? Will you join my team? You don't have to be in their face. You just have to show them how easy it is. Same thing with a home party. That's why they tell you, and if you've never heard it, hopefully somebody will tell you, you never bring the whole farm to the home party, okay? Don't bring the farm. If you're doing an event, that's a whole nother issue, right? You're selling that stuff, right? But to a home party, that's what they used to tell us. They'd be like, oh, bring one of every product from the catalog. No, you want to bring like one, like larger bag to the home party, right? Because if you're sitting there making like multiple trips out to your car to bring in all the product, and then you're taking like an hour to set it all up, those people who show up to that party are going to look at you and be like, I ain't got time for this. There is no way. If she asked me to join her team, I'm going to be like, I ain't got time for all that. You think I can carry in all those bags? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Excitement sells. Your passion sells, right? It's nothing that you can say. There's no magic words. There's no magic script. It's just you being you and authentic. And if that's you sitting in your living room, opening boxes and sharing what is so fantastic about what's in those boxes, then you do that and you repeat it. Because honestly, guys, that's where the excitement comes from. That's what people build off of, and that's what gets them excited. And again, there's that, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back, the like, the know, the trust factor, right? They start to like you. They start to be encouraged by you. They start loving your lives or your Facebooks or whatever, your Instagrams, right? They're loving it. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till she goes live again. She cracks me up, right? Because you're just being silly and you and just letting it all hang out. You're not dressed all prim and proper at the front of the room with your clipboard. And now we're going to go over what a diffuser is. A diffuser, right? Don't do a whole QVC commercial. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Share what's cool about it. Share, and by all means, don't like knock the product. I'd never recommend that. But if there's something like you're like, and I just don't like this, people can relate to that too, right? There are some scents, and I try not to be too biased out there. But case in point, if you watched my last unboxing video with my husband about the Star Wars, yeah, he is not excited about that Chewbacca. He's just not excited. And I'm like, dude, you're killing me, man. Yeah, I'm not crazy about him either, but he's cute and he's soft and he's fluffy, and yes, I hug him and I love him and he's so adorable, right? He still has things that I love. I'll be like, this one sucks, right? Don't go all that route. But you can be like, if you happen to like a bakery, this is not a bakery scent. If you happen to like a bakery scent, or you want your house to smell like cookies, this is a scent for you, right? It may not be for you, so don't be like, this one sucks because it smells like you're baking cookies. People like different things. They just do. But more and more, they're really just going to be more excited to watch you, to see your reaction, to listen to you just talking about Scentsy. And again, that can be just sitting in your living room opening a box. It's not fancy. So, sponsoring Made Easy is truly just being you and sharing how this business works for you and how easy it is to work for you. That's truly what it's all about. So share those things, be those things, be you more than anything, be you, and just have fun with it. And when you start having fun with it and you just start getting comfortable with it and you just start being yourself, it's just going to come. So continue to do it. Because again, they're going to watch for those people who just a flash in the pan, who maybe do that one video and have never done a video since, right? Because they were like, oh, nobody watched my video. That doesn't mean you stop. Just because nobody watched that one doesn't mean nobody's going to watch the next one or the next one or the next one or the next one. Doesn't mean that you're going to get better at it, right? I can guarantee you Carrie was not that comfortable when she first did her very first video. Is she comfortable now? Oh, heck yeah, she is. She has a ball with it. And she's come into her own that way. So that's what you guys need to do, is just come into your own. Find your jam, find your style, whatever that looks like, whatever it sounds like, whatever it is, and go with it. That's the best advice I can give you. All right, people, that is it for Tuesday trainings for 2019. 2020 is going to be amazing. I personally have really big goals. I have a goal of promoting to star director in 2020. There, I've said it. I've put it out there in the universe. Ba-boom. You are amazing, Jessica. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps. I hope it encourages you, and I hope that it gets you excited to try, because truly, honestly, at the end of the day, it's all about trying. You just have to try. So this wraps it up for 2019. That's right. Big things are coming. Yes, they are. I'm excited. All right, guys. I will talk to YouTube later. Peace, love, happiness. Mwah.